Okay. All right, Kale, you here?
Yes, sir.
All right. So our positioning is going to be totally changing here. So listen up. Phase one, we're going to tank them where we would normally take Azshara during phase two. All right. So the Caster Naga is going to be roughly around this area. All right. And then whoever has the melee, the one who tosses the spear, the idea is to kind of keep them by this pillar by X, and just kind of when they need to see each other, bring them over here, and then use the back of this pillar to line of sight when we need to do that. Okay.
Right.
Now, it's really important whoever ends up for both of us, actually, since we're going to be swapping, is that the pools of crap that they drop, we need to make sure we keep it as tight as possible around this pillar. And really important back here, Kale, that we keep this area. I don't know if you can see me here. We keep this area clear of pools as well, because between X, Moon, and Green, phase three, that's going to be a high traffic area for us. So when we have the caster Naga back over, or excuse me, the melee Naga back here, just make sure that you try to keep the pools nice and tight. I will do the same as well once we swap. Okay, so everybody else, I hope you were listening. That's going to be a new positioning for the two ads during phase one. Range personnel, you just stay on the melee ad that's going to be over here by this pillar, X pillar. Melee camp, you stay with the caster ad that's going to be over here, where Kale is jumping right now. Okay, so that's the only change for phase one. The other thing I need to reiterate, very importantly, that we need to make sure that what is it? Beckon. I'm getting a lot of people getting caught in bubbles with Beckon. We need to clean that up. It's really, really ugly, and it shouldn't be happening. So be on the lookout for Beckon. When you get that, you need to make sure that you are getting to the edge. For phase one, you need to make sure you're getting to as close to the edge as possible, so that it could time out before you actually do hit the middle. We're wasting a lot of time and resources getting people out of bubbles.
Yeah, from one last week, it was always right here. I think this might be Kale's dead body. Like Beckon always pulled from right here, so just don't be in this spot. I don't know if it'll move, but it seemed to be stationary there in phase one.
It seemed to be there. Yes, I concur with that.
Okay. Either way, we need to clean that up. It shouldn't be happening at all.
Can you remind me of that mechanic?
So Beckon's going to draw you towards the middle of the room. So if you are targeted, I don't know if it's targeting melee, honest. I think it might just be ranged. I can't.
It felt like it was just ranged.
Okay. Well, Jack, just be ready in case if you do get Beckon, you want to get to the edge of this platform. This is phase one Beckon. All right. You want to get to the edge of this platform right here. And I believe it's from where I read, it's about an 8-second walk, 8-second, debuff. So the idea is to let it time out before you actually get to the center of the room.
Yeah, mind controls you and you walk towards her. If you get to her, it bubbles you and you're stunned until the raid breaks you out.
Oh, okay. All right.
There's no heads up, I don't think, when you get targeted. It's instant. So there's no like, you're targeted with Beckon, run away. It's just like she targets and immediately mind controls. So you just have to be away from her position when it goes. At least that's what it seemed to be when it happened.
All right.
Yes.
I thought there was something about there being a weak aura out there. So if you do use weak auras on our next break or something like that, see if there is one on the website. Maybe you can use it to. Maybe it'll give you a heads up as far as.
Yeah. Watch the timers. It'll be on the timers. The weak aura is probably to make sure that you're 8 yards apart from other people. And what's that, phase 3 when it had jealousy comes into effect.
Okay. All right. Well, those are the two big changes for phase one. Is we're going to be tanking the ads by the pillar and by where Azshara is right now. Okay. And then of course back and just make sure we clean that up. We did the intermission very well. No issues there. So we're good to go there. Now, when we get to phase two, Kale, we are going to take Azshara to purple, okay? And we are going to tank her at purple. The idea is that we tank her at purple. Once the small ads come out, we basically drag her towards the edge of this center ward, okay? And once all the ads get towards the middle, we need to toss out CCs, stuns, whatever we got. That's when I mass grip them, and then we burn down the ads. Once those small ads are burned down, Kale, we need to take her back to purple. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, the good news with phase 2 and arcane detonation, we can use the right side of this Titan console to break line of sight for detonation. Okay, not arcane burst. All right, just detonation. Detonation is we can use this Titan console to line of sight it. Arcane burst, we still need to run over to X pillar. Okay, run behind X pillar. Scott, either you or I need you to assign somebody. I don't want to do this personal responsibility anymore. I want a healer to go out with that person to dispel them so they can quickly get back into the battlefield and do what they need to do. So it's either you or I need you to assign somebody to do that.
There's 2 at a time, right?
I thought it was just 1 at a time.
The arcane bombs, I think they might be staggered, but I think it is 2. I would, we can. Sorry, my son is here. I would just put them both behind the same pillar, and then you can dispel them next to each other. It's just we don't want it hitting the whole raid.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out if we want one person over there getting both of them, or maybe send 2 people over there.
I would rather send 1. I don't want two healers, to potentially be out of range of other people.
Yeah, I'd say try 1 healer.
All right. I'll focus on it for now.
Okay, and just I just wanted to clarify with you, Scott. You can see the debuffs, right? Like you can see who has it.
Yeah.
The main thing is if you see it, you don't have to worry about who has it. You can just beeline it to the X pillar and wait for that person to go to you, and then you can dispel it. Okay. All right. So the people who do have arcane burst, you will have a healer with you. So when you get it, just beeline it to the X pillar, the red X pillar. Scott will meet you there. He'll dispel you and then rejoin the party. All right. And again, detonation, we're using the Titan console right here to line of sight it. All right. Everything else is the same in phase 2. Beckon, except for Beckon. Beckon now pulls you to Azshara. So same deal. Instead of phase 1 where it pulls you to the middle, now it's pulling you to wherever Azshara is going to be. She'll typically be at purple the entire phase 2. So just make sure you do your best to make sure that when you are targeted with the limited amount of time that you have, that you try to get out to a good distance. That would make sense that it just targets range. It would be unfair to target melee that fast and then.
Yeah, I think it's range all the way throughout.
Yeah. So range personnel, just be watching those timers. Make sure when you see Beckon come out, you're at least 8 yards out to make sure that you don't actually run into her. We need to minimize those bubbles as best as we can. I mean, that's just wasted time and resources that we're spending on those bubbles there. Okay, so everybody knows about the big ad too. We can't slow it, we can't CC it, we can't do anything. We just got to go to it and nuke it down as fast as possible. And then of course with the small ads, we're going to take Azshara to the corner. Once all the ads get to the middle, toss out all your CCs and stuns, and then I'll mass grip them to Azshara, and then we nuke them down as fast as possible. Going back to the videos, Todd and I saw that there's basically just 1 set of each. Our DPS basically got us through that, where we just saw 1 set each time. So I'm anticipating that's all we're going to see for phase 2.
Yeah, if you're running focusing Iris major, use your ability on those ads once they get mass gripped. Yeah, just like Boral's doing there. We just all do that, and they should know. Or have your cooldowns up for like big AoE, like quick damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So phase 3, Kale, we are going to be tanking Azshara on green, well, greenish. We basically want to stack her on the ads that are on the wards, and we're going to start with the green ad first, the green ward first, and then do all the mechanics that we need to do to nuke down that green Naga, and then we have to move her to the X one. Okay.
Roger.
Okay, so the second part of that, Kale, is one of us is going to have Azshara, and then the second one is we have to keep the spear Naga, the one that tosses the spear. We have to keep him on Moon. All right. So because of that, we're going to bump up how many stacks we take from Azshara. I think it's we're going to take it up to 24. At 24, that's when we're going to swap. All right.
Junks, for those caster ads, one will always be on green, but one could be on X or on the other side.
Okay.
So that's just RNG in each bowl.
Got it. Okay. So basically, it's either going to be moon or directly on the other side of moon. But basically, the mechanic is still going to stay the same. That the Naga that's going to toss the spear needs to be in between Titan console and then whichever pillar the second ad ends up being on, whether it's X or whether it's blue. Okay, to go.
Adjust and move out.
Mm-hmm. So just to repeat one more time, we're going to take Azshara up to 24 stacks. When we get 24, that's when you and I are going to swap. But we have to make sure that we keep the Naga that tosses the spear in between both ads. All right. Okay, so when it comes to these wards, everybody here, listen up. We're going to change things up a bit. Last week, we were basically focused on the middle ward. We are no longer going to be focused on that. We're going to be focusing on the smaller ones. Okay. Tano, I still need you to keep an eye out on the middle one. All right. And
what percentage do you want?
Fat Boss was saying anything over 25%, which I feel
that is incredibly quick. We hit that very quick.
Yeah, I feel like
but where you guys were tanking Azshara, she was probably powering it up last time.
Probably.
Because if she was closest to it, she will then charge the middle one.
Mm-hmm. So Tano, let's just start.
Like,
let's just start with
I'll
25.
keep an eye on it.
Yeah, but we're gonna
work between.
Yeah, she should always be near one of the other wards, so she drains those wards, and then we charge those ones.
Correct.
And as long as we're killing the sacrifices so that those ads don't sacrifice, it should be getting very little charge.
Correct. Yeah. So we'll start with 25, Tano. If you feel like it's still gaining too fast, even though Kale and I are taking her to the small wards, we'll adjust from there. But yeah, we should be good from there. But just so everybody knows, we are not focusing on the power ward unless Tano calls out for it. We will just be focusing on the smaller wards, whatever one Azshara is on, because that's the one she's going to be zapping energy from. All right, so melee, it's going to be a bit easier for you guys to step in and out to power those up. Range personnel might be a little bit of a trip for you, but things should be easier now that melee has an easier time getting there to that ward.
Remember, we want to keep stacks kind of even, and you want to use up to about five or six. And use that effectively. Don't just get one stack at a time type of thing. Okay.
All right. So I'm still going to hold off on phase 4. I want us to clean up phase 1 through 3 just to get a better look on how that things go, especially phase 3. Phase 3 is really crazy. So
did you talk about spears for the rest of the room?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Okay. So phase 3, when we position the ad, the spear ad on moon or directly across from it, depending on where the second ad is. So when you are targeted with that spear, it needs to basically, that spear needs to go through one of the Nagas that's on green or X or blue if it's on that side. But basically, once that shield pops up, last week Drac was calling out when the shield was up. If you hear that, you need to make sure that spear is going through that Naga, so it breaks that bubble, and then we can go back to DPSing and interrupting as well. Does that make sense to everybody? Does anybody have any questions about that?
So I'll be calling out the bubbles when they're up?
Yeah, just call out the bubbles, so when the next person that knows that gets that spear, they know that, hey, I got to make sure that arrow that's facing me, I got to make sure it's going directly through the Naga to break the bubble.
Yep.
Yeah, it pierces everybody, so you don't have to go on the far side of the Naga. You just have to line yourself up with the Naga, so it goes to the Naga. We also do not want it hitting the pillars or the console, because that's going to nuke the raid for major damage. So it's really important it goes to the outside, out to the out. But based on where we're going to tank on Moon or Diamond, it should be the right angle that it will hit the Naga and then go out.
Okay. All right. And lastly, when the wards do switch, I know Haley was talking about that earlier today. So here's what's going to happen if, for example, the middle ward, the power ward, ends up switching with one of the regular wards. Everything transfers. The ward actually transfer, and whatever percentage it was at will transfer it with it as well. So all Kale and I are going to do is we are going to reposition. If necessary, we are going to reposition to another ward, so we're still zapping the smaller ones, where we're not charging the big ones. Okay. The only thing that's changed is the location. And if Tano says, "Hey, we need to zap away the power ward," you just need to know that, hey, there's a new location, and I got to get there. And Tano obviously will call that out. Haley, I hope you got a chance to read everything Tide and I were talking about. Does it make sense to you on what we're saying here?
Yeah, kinda. I will just do whatever you guys tell me needs to get done at the.
Yeah, just don't worry about it. It's not anything huge. I mean, just worry about if Tano calls that, hey, we need to zap up the power ward, the one that's blue in the middle. If it has a new location, that's the only thing you need to know, that, hey, it's going to be somewhere else. It's not going to be in the middle. Otherwise, me and Kale, we're going to be taking Azshara to a new location if the power ward ends up getting swapped to a location we were just at. But don't worry, it'll all make sense once you see it more and more. All right.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that it happened last week, so I thought it was something new. So I'll just do whatever you tell me.
Okay. All right. So I talked long enough. Let's go through. Let's get a pull in. Let's go through phases 1 through 3 again and get those down pat. Let me drop it.
Did you want the healers split up for you guys in the beginning again?
No, you guys will be kind of towards the middle, so you should be okay. You should have line of sight on both of us. It shouldn't be an issue.
Isn't the one going to be behind the pillar, though? Shouldn't range be a position on the outer edge so that we're dropping the purple bad puddles on the outside? Because we are going to get that in phase 1. It's kind of the same thing as the caster ads in phase 3. You want to stand between the two ads and have line of sight on both.
Yeah, so
but they don't have line of sight on each other.
Kale's going to be using this entire, basically, inside of the pillar. Because...
Oh, he's on the inside. Got it.
Yeah. He's going to use, basically, whatever open space you see around this pillar, he's going to be going back and forth. So, here, let me put a... give me a second.
Okay. I thought he was going to be on the outside. That's why I was confused.
So I'm X. So basically, he's going to be hanging out here when we need to line of sight him. And then when they need to see each other, he's going to be hanging out over here, just dropping all the pulls and crap like that. So as long as all the healers are like on the edge of this power ward, yeah, they should have line of sight on both of us.
Yeah, that makes sense. I thought he was going to be on the other side of the pillar. So that makes sense.
Okay.
Could you put both tanks in one group, or do you need them split?
You want them in the same group?
If you could, please.
Okay, well done. Did we drop a cauldron? Yeah, there it is. All right. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Okay, ready, check for pull.
So, Jones, you're going to have to go over all of that again, right?
It was a lot of changes, but hopefully this is the right way to do things. So hopefully it works to our advantage. All right, everyone's ready. Here we go. Oh, wait. Can somebody hit the console?
Same way.
Not me, because I don't follow the time.
I'm standing here.
Oh, somebody already hit it.
The cursed lovers to enter the stage.
Yeah, it's alright. It actually, the timer's kind of funky on that.
For one another, yet their gaze incurs calamity.
Tyrannus, be gone from my gaze!
There is no power I cannot defile.
Switch.
Hulk.
Need a stun on that ASAP.
I cannot bear the sight of you. Be gone!
Got the Naga.
I hope to never glance at you again.
You are mine. You've grown complacent.
The Ethan is way above the melee. I think everybody's on one hand here.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that.
Yep. Get on the caster. Get on the caster. Everybody off melee.
We need to be soaking blue too.
I need you. Show yourself. Where are you, my beloved? My love, never leave my sight again.
There is no power I cannot defile.
Stay on caster. Off melee.
Leave my ken.
Someone charge green.
Be gone from my gaze.
Stun on that. Okay, no more stuns.
As soon as the Hulk is down, let's get both of these ads down.
You
Swap.
are mine.
Someone top up green still.
You've grown complacent.
Transition.
Need to liven the field.
Every degrees.
Purple circle stand together.
Alright, yeah, we're taking her to purple, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead and taunt.
Unworthy of greatness.
Taking her to the
From
Ads.
the ads. And wait for him to get to the middle. Don't stun him yet, guys. We need him together.
Yeah. Is there a ring of peace in there?
Go ahead.
To be broken.
Pull him together. Can you?
Alright, quickly. Wrap them up then. No ring of pieces in the middle, guys.
Kneel before your queen.
Someone do green.
Get ready, Tano. They're doing the switch.
The merest taste of my power.
Get to the Titan console.
You want to get Lee up?
Yeah, get him up, please.
Someone else needs to do green. Still dropping.
Yep, she's gonna constantly drain it. You can see the gold going to her. All on the ad.
Very good.
Unworthy of greatness.
This can't be slowed or anything.
Another heart soon
Nicely
to
done.
be broken.
Yeah, green's a high priority, guys. She's gonna keep zapping that. Push her to intermission.
From darkness, sirens
Nicely done.
come
Keep attacking her.
forth.
Keep attacking her.
Coax the power from these ancient wards. Rattle the chains that bind him.
Thank you, sir.
Stars save us.
Azshara is drawing upon the heart of Azeroth, feeding its energies into her ritual.
Kale, come here.
Only just come to this realization. First Arcanist indeed.
Okay, Kale, take
Don't you heroes?
where's he at?
Every
DPS is on green.
Red and blue.
Yeah.
Red and green.
No, the
Takes him a minute. Takes him a minute to spawn.
Okay, all right. Okay, grab her. I'm gonna grab the melee.
Of a sleeping titan.
Just on melee.
Shields up.
Yes. A titan's heart was exactly
Put damage on
what was
Azshara
needed.
until we get this shield
Not
broke.
to heal the world,
Okay,
but
take
to
Azshara
shatter
back to
the
green, please,
prison of a god.
if you can, Kale.
Such delicious irony. The
Shields off.
king
All right, get her down.
made a pawn.
As soon as you hit 24 stack scale, that's when we swap.
Means completion. The Black Empire rises, and the world awaits its true queen.
24.
All right, swap.
There will be no coronation this day.
Yep, keep him on moon.
Thalysra, aid me.
Everyone's just
Together
switched.
we can hold her here.
Okay, we're still
now
good.
you will know what it means to be trapped, Azshara.
All right, taking Azshara to
Charge green.
I am Azshara.
Get out of line of sight from Azshara. Get her on the pillar or the console.
No force can bind me.
Champions.
keep the
claim
melee back on
victory.
moon. Okay, swap.
Lee, can you do a bit of green charge? Thank you.
Another Myrmidon spawn center.
Crystalline protection.
I got them both. As soon as this, whoever's got spear, take it to the ad. Her bubble's up.
Lovers' hearts.
Yeah, Wolverine's got his right fire.
Thunder. Devoted blood.
I have another spear too.
Freely
Okay,
upon
swap.
the sand.
There's two of them, Kale.
The song of the deep ring.
As soon as this ad goes down, we're gonna phase into phase 4.
Charge X. Keep charging X.
We're on Myrmidons now. Kill off both Myrmidons.
Okay.
Other border there.
Taking her back to green.
Good job with X.
Avoid the beam. In range one, stay to the outside.
Okay.
X is
All
now
right, so
blue.
everybody bring it in. Bring it in close. Oh, actually, yeah, we got a lot of people dead. Okay, yeah, let's wipe this one up. I can go ahead and explain phase 4. Looks like 1, 2, 3 went by pretty good.
Caught me off guard.
Just staying in crap.
Fair enough. But you
What is the controlled burst?
This need not be the end for any of us.
It says it was from the Titan console.
Follow your dreams.
Yeah, that's a
We have
phase 4 mechanic.
Yeah.
For power.
Oh, okay.
The hunger with which you pursue your desires.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain it as soon as we all get back.
Kneel before me. He was wrong. You have proven yourself.
Okay, so phase 4, just like Haley was saying. So now there's no ads. We're just dealing with Azshara at that point in time. The biggest mechanic we're dealing with here is, like she just said, it's the overload mechanic from the Titan console. So essentially, this Titan console is going to be gaining energy. If it ever reaches 100 energy, it's basically going to fuck everybody's day. So the idea here is to make sure it doesn't hit 100 energy. Every once in a while, we're going to have to send out a DPS to click on the console. I believe if you walk up to it, you'll have a... Actually, no, you should be able to... I don't know if you can click on it or if an extra action button pops up. I'm not sure.
I think you click on it. I think it's 4 charges that explode after 45 seconds. It's not an energy thing. So we need to release them before that point or they all explode at the same time.
So we need to be hitting it like, what, every 2 charges then?
Every 10 seconds. They like Fat Boss said that you could do them all at the same time if you have the healing cooldowns for it. But it's a big burst of damage along with secondary effects that are in the journal.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah, you just
make sure I get this right. It's not a percentage base. Excuse me. It's not percentage base. It's just it's reaching a stack limit, and we have to release that stack limit. That's what you're saying?
yes.
Okay. All right. So and you're saying basically 4 stacks is that's the maximum stack limit that it'll hit.
Yeah, we have to release. We want to release 3, and then I think the 4th will go out and so on. It's kind of like the orbs that you got like DPS 2 down, let the 3rd explode.
Okay. So one person runs over, releases 1 stack. The next person runs over, releases 1 stack, and we do that 3 times. Let the 4th one expire. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Did everybody get that?
So you're talking about the overload ability?
Yeah, overload. So overload is gonna be doing damage to the raid. What Tide is saying is that there's 4 stack. It'll charge up to 4 stacks. If it reaches 4 stacks, it's going to do a lot of damage to the raid. And the idea is that we have to release pressure from the Titan console by clicking on it. When we click on it, we take away a stack, and we have to do it 3 times, and then we let the 4th one just die on it, explode on its own. So instead of one massive damage, we're just, divvying it up between each time we click it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So before I even said that, I should have stated what the idea of what's going to happen in phase 4. So ideally, we're going to finish up Azshara on X or blue if the second ad ends up being on that side. But the idea here is everybody saw those huge void circles in the middle. So those are nether portals. And the idea here is that on the timer, when they come on in, we're all supposed to be stacking up. And then on the timer, when it comes in, range runs out to bait it, basically to a location which is in a low traffic zone. Once it's been baited, everybody comes out. It only targets range personnel. So only range personnel plus my healers need to make sure that they run out together as a group, bait it together as a group, make sure it's in a low traffic area, and then rejoin the group. So phase 4, we're going to be stacking. We're going to be keeping things nice and close. We're going to be moving together as one big unit, except for nether portal. That's when range personnel plus healers run out together as a group. Wait to drop it. Once it's dropped, then you rejoin the group. Does that make sense for everybody?
Yeah, it'd make more sense to stack together and then just move as it comes down. Then running in and out is like so much wasted healing and damage.
So you're saying just kite Azshara the whole time?
Either loosely spread around the edge so that it doesn't drop on a bunch of people at once, or you stack together as a unit, as a ranged unit that's 20 to 30 yards from the boss, and then as it comes down, you then step forward and you move the boss ahead.
I would prefer loosely spreading or whatever I said, because I don't want to basically move her to a ward where, it's a fucked up
I
ward,
think we just want range to be along the outside of the platform, just kind of loosely around the outside.
Okay. All right. So just to recap, we will finish on X with the second ad. When that happens, range personnel and healers just hang out on the edges of the platform. Basically, that's it. Loosely spread out. Once you've seen your zone has dropped, just find a new spot to hang out on the edge or close to it. Kale and I will reposition Azshara if necessary, if too many nether portals get out there. Okay, the other ability that's going on here is piercing gaze. When I was watching the Fat Boss video, it looked like just like the tentacles on Zakul, except for it looks like it's an eye, like one of those gazing eyes that's on the edge of the room. So basically, if you see that, it's the same mechanic as a tentacle. It'll just be a line that's going through the room, a red line. Just make sure you don't get hit by that.
Yeah, it's easier than the tentacle because it telegraphs with a red line on the ground. So just stay out of the red.
Okay, so really that's it, guys. The biggest part of phase 4 is overload. We have to make sure we manage overload, but there is a caveat to the overload mechanic. Okay, so for each person that clicks on it, you're going to get 1 of 3 debuffs. Okay, 1 is going to be a really hard-hitting dot. Another option will be one of the wards will be drained fully. Tano, you have to keep your eye out for that one to make sure that you got to start calling troops over to make sure that they're soaking that ward. Kale and I, Kale, if that's the case, we'll kind of have to survey the scenario to see if it's a situation where we can drag Azshara there, so it can be a bit easier for everybody to bring it back up to a respectable level. But again, we'll wait and see to see how that looks. But that is a second option that could happen. A debuff is that one of the wards will just go to 0. Now, when a ward goes to 0, just a reminder, it's not the end of the world. It just starts doing some raid-wide damage, but of course, we want to get it back up as soon as possible. And of course, the third one is actually pretty cool. You'll get a really big haste buff, I believe it is, or I can't remember. It's just a big damage buff that you'll get for 40 seconds. But at the end of 40 seconds, you'll die. So if you are selected, if you do get that debuff, make sure you make the best of your advantage to it. Use whatever cooldowns you got. Use your CDs, pots, because you will die. So do not let anything go to waste. Yeah, surrender to madness. Exactly. That's what it is. Just remember, if you get that debuff, blow everything. Do not leave anything on the table because you will die. So just a reminder on that. Okay, so we talked about phase 4 overload. That's the biggest mechanic we're dealing with. Piercing gaze, just make sure you're just like Tide said, there's a big red line. You can't miss it. Make sure you're dodging that. Nether portals, just make sure you're baiting those to the edge of the platform here. Yeah, we should be able to res them. But of course,
you still got them.
yeah, exactly. If we still got them, so
and it's random too. So it doesn't matter who activates it. One of those effects, and then the way they affect people, it's totally random.
Oh, I thought I saw that affects the closest person to the console.
Well, Essence of Azeroth says energy into a random player. So you can't control who gets it, and you get one of the 4 effects. You don't get all 4, as far as I know.
Okay, guys. Look, everything was real smooth that last pull, 1 through 3. We know everything to do in phase 4. Things will be hectic. The last thing Fat Boss did say in their video is that, and Tano, this is for you as well. They said that basically the wards are going to be in a shaky position, not to focus on them heavily because it's just too much to spread around. We should be blowing into Azshara as fast, everything we have into Azshara to burn her that phase. So Tano, don't get crazy. Things are going to be hectic in that phase anyways when it comes to the wards.
Yeah, Fat Boss said too, you're likely just going to kite her over to whatever wards have the most energy left.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, so we may have to move her. So just heads up on that.
And Tide, I want you to hero in phase 4 as soon as
I'll save it.
Yep. As soon as the second Naga goes down, and you feel like we're all in position, ready to rock and roll, go ahead and hero at that point. Okay.
Yeah, I'll hit it. We're gonna have to kill the Myrmidons. One will at least still be up, so we want to kill them first.
Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Whoever has them, either me or Kale, we'll be dragging them to Azshara anyway. So
yep,
we'll get some cleaving.
No CC.
All right, folks.
Ads going to the middle.
Oh yeah. Thanks for reminding, Kenny. Yeah. So just to reiterate, in phase 2, when those small ads come out, hold off on your CCs and your stuns, everything you got. Wait until they all reach the middle. That's when we attack them with everything that you got. And then once they're all stunned, that's when I mass grip them to Azshara, and then we nuke them down.
Yeah, because they have like a couple second cast before they sacrifice themselves, and that's when we're gonna mass grip them and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, folks, hey, we're right there. Phase 3 was really tough, and we did that pretty well. Obviously, we can get a little bit better. We had a few people down. We just need to make sure we're staying alive. The best thing we can do here in this encounter, folks, is to make sure that as far as personal responsibility goes, is that you're making things easier for you and the rest of your teammates here. So we need to make sure we do everything picture perfect so we can go into phase 3 and phase 4 full strength with as many battle reses as we have, as we could possibly have. All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Just one quick question.
Mm-hmm.
When we hit phase 4 and we're draining the console, draining the energy from the console, I mean, are we doing that 1, 2, 3? Or are we, one person's going to do it, we're going to wait 30 seconds, then the next person?
You have 40 seconds to do them all, or do 3. So we have like 10 seconds between.
But somebody's going to do it right off the rip when we hit phase 4.
Yeah, as long as the rate is stable.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Are you assigning people for those? And is it just one time that happens, or does it happen multiple times?
No, we should be able to. Phase 4, like I said, it's going to be very difficult for us to charge up these wards in Phase 4. The idea for Kalenai in Phase 4 is to basically drag Azshara to the highest energy ward that's out there. That way, it'll give us more time to focus on her rather than, hey, I got to go charge this ward over here,
I think, wasn't Haley, were you talking about the overload?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about the council.
Oh, what was your question about that then?
Are we assigning
no.
people, or
No,
just
I mean, yeah, just melee. Because we'll probably take her to green first. That's if it's not a ward that we can't take her to. But let's just the first person that gets there. Let's just start off with that. I don't think it's too hard of a mechanic. I would like to assign him if we had a bit more control on the debuffs, but it doesn't really matter. It's totally 100% RNG. So anybody can click on it. We just need to make sure we click on it. That's it.
I would give it to a healer that knows health bars, or you're gonna have 2 people do them back to back. Right.
Say that again.
I'm concerned with the free for all. You have 2 people do it simultaneously, and we have double blast.
Yeah.
I would give it to a healer, honestly. It's somebody that can assess the raid's overall health. Because then they will know when we're mostly topped.
Okay. I was under the assumption that people knew not to do it back to back, but okay, yeah, I still understand.
Yeah, but 2 people could do it simultaneously, and there's a slight delay of it activating or whatever, and you can have 2 or 3 go off.
Okay.
Or nobody hits it, right?
Yeah, nobody will hit it because everybody's scared to hit it because they don't want to double hit it.
Well, let's get there first. Let's see how it looks, and then we'll go from there. Let me get everybody check for pull. All right, so we've talked plenty enough about this encounter. Everybody knows what to do. Let's just execute. Let's get this sucker down so we can move on to the next heroic.
Simple.
All right, let me do, before you click the console, let me do a countdown, and that's when you click, okay? Whoever did it last time. All right, everyone's ready. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. I call the cursed lovers to
What happened to the countdown? Where was the verbal? Where was the verbal?
Long for one another, yet their gaze incurs calamity.
Jesus, let me get some aggro, guys.
Leave my ken, Athanel. Athanel, I hope to never glance at you again.
There is no power I cannot defile.
More DPS on Athanel?
I cannot bear this, Athanel. I hope to never glance at you again.
If you're melee, I need you to be on Athanel. Range should be on the melee Naga.
Do you want Tano up?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
Put your head in the game, Tano. Let's go, man. I need you.
You've grown complacent. Allow me to liven the field.
Swap.
Athanel, I need you. Show yourself.
Athanel's going down fast.
No power I cannot defile.
On the melee.
I cannot bear the sight of you. Be gone. Athanel, I hope to never glance at you again.
Hulk, Hulk.
Quickly, quickly. On corner red.
Can we get some charge and grain?
You are mine.
Swap. We got somebody in the
Gotta
bubble.
pop up.
Get him out. Quickly, get out the bubble.
You've grown complacent. Allow me to liven the field.
Group up.
I'll grab her when she spawns, drag her.
Thank you. Little messy first phase, guys. I need everybody to focus here.
Green's almost full now.
Right there's good. Ads. Remember, let him get to the middle. Burn him.
Another heart soon
Taking her
to
back.
be broken.
Nicely done.
Kneel before your queen.
Words might change. Keep an eye out.
Detonation income.
Remember, use the Titan console. I got her, kill. Keep working green, guys.
We get a green.
I cannot abide weakness.
Big ads up. Everybody on the ads coming from moon.
Another heart soon to be broken.
Nicely done. Quickly, let's get back. Let's push to the next phase. Green's in critical status. We need people on green.
I'm picking it up.
Yep. Necro, Tide, Moral, Hyper, Rufus.
Coax the power from these ancient wards. Rattle the chains that bind him.
Stars, save us. Azshara is drawing upon the heart of Azeroth, feeding its energies into her ritual.
You've only just come to this realization. First Arcanist indeed.
Here, purple rings gotta stand together.
Purple rings have to
But not on
stand.
other people.
Don't you, heroes? Every move you've made has
I got
been
her.
according to
Okay, so we got to add on blue instead. So same thing. We're just gonna switch.
We're killing
switch
green
over.
first.
Yep, taking her to green.
Can you interrupt her?
Powering your shining little heart. The gift
Got me.
of a sleeping
Shields up.
Yep. Take melee between green and blue. Kill.
A Titan's
Yep, he's on
heart was
purple.
exactly what was needed. Not to heal the world, but to
Swap.
shatter the prison of a god. Such delicious irony.
Okay, we got to be quick on these ads. Let's go. Dig in.
Has been made
Back and incoming.
a pawn. The ritual nears completion. The Black Empire rises, and the world awaits its true queen.
Switch.
There will be no
Got it.
coronation this day. Thalysra, aid me. Together we can hold her here. Now you
Quickly,
will know
wrap
what
up
it
green
means
up.
to be trapped, Azshara.
I am
Use the Titan console.
I was destined to rule. No force can bind me.
Moving to blue.
Champions, claim victory.
Bubbles up. If you got spear, take it. Gosh, that's probably weird line of sight. Yeah. Take it out. Okay.
Just focus on Azshara for now.
Swap.
I got spear. Where are the guys at? I'm behind the ad. I don't know that you're in line of sight of the ad. Okay, they went through.
I'm moving.
Bubbles down.
How disappointing.
Second, Merman.
Got him.
Crystalline protection.
Shields up.
Bubbles up.
Lovers' hearts split asunder.
Swap kill. Spear's going out.
Yep, I got one.
Freely upon the sand. The soul of the deep
Alright, let's work on this Naga. Remember to interrupt.
him forth.
We have 2 wards at 25%.
Yeah, green's not going anywhere. I'll be calling it.
Yeah, just focus on blue. We got some people down too, so it's not helping. Okay, that's...
Interrupt.
Where did that another portal come from?
We're in the last phase then.
You transitioned. Guys.
We transition and shoot ad stop. Okay, remember, keep everybody, keep to the edges of the platform.
Blue is now blue.
Taking her back to green.
Alright, I got.
Kill, let's see if we can
Charge
drag
green.
her all the way to X. No, we're gonna go to X. Green's almost dead.
Keep charging green.
You caught me off guard.
Yep.
Take her to X.
But you must transform.
Alright.
Yep, wipe it
This
off.
may not be the end
We got a lot of people out.
for any of us. Your dreams.
Alright, I was under the impression that phase 4 transitions once the both Nagas go down, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
Nope, she has a percentage. It's either one. It's whatever one happens first. Either you kill both of the casters, or she hits a percent, like 45 or something.
I guess it's 45. I also thought it was 40, but looks like it's 45.
Well, we had a lot of time with the shields up that we couldn't put on the ad, and that's why we pushed her.
He was wrong. You have proven yourselves unworthy.
Yeah, so especially for range, like if you're getting a sphere and there's not a bubble on the current kill target, see if you can hit the other target, because it probably has the bubble on it already.
Tables down. Alright, let's get back at it, boys.
Alright, I just found a little bit of information. If you have an annoyance disruptor, take it off when you can, because it does actually get rid of positive mechanic. Yeah, like as much as it is handy and whatnot for not being taught, it does actually remove some positive mechanics. Just for the future.
All right, check for pull. Correct. Yep. So melee, just go to, you might as well hang out with Kale right now over on purple. I mean, orange marker. All right. Everyone's ready. I'll do the console. Here we go. Countdown.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I call the cursed lovers to enter the stage. Their eyes long for one another, yet their gaze incurs calamity.
under my gaze!
Okay,
Get
maybe
Nick-
one shot.
No power
Get
I
Necro up,
cannot
please.
defile.
Hulk in the middle. Swap.
You can get a stun on that guy.
Cannot bear the sight of you! Be gone!
You
Good job.
are mine. You've grown complacent.
Orbs.
To liven the field.
Swap kill.
Aethanel, I need you! Show yourself!
Melee camp off the Melee Naga. Come over here. I mean, off the Caster Naga. Come over here to me.
There is no power I cannot defile.
All right.
Blue.
Back to Caster.
Hulk.
Swap.
Torment has ended.
After Hulk's dead, top up. Blue.
Melee guy's down.
You are
God damn it.
mine.
Top up blue.
Get the
You've
bubble.
grown
Get the bubble out.
complacent. Allow me to liven the field.
Gotta clean up bubbles, guys. Ads. Let him get to the middle.
Another heart
Taking her back.
soon to be broken. Kneel before your queen.
Kill. Let's shuffle her a little bit closer to green so Melee doesn't have to run so far.
The merest taste of my power.
Can someone else charge green?
Shit. Let me bring it back. Sorry. Big ad is up. Coming from moon.
Another heart soon to be broken.
Nice.
Someone did their toe in middle.
I'll hold her till transition, so I grab the man.
Okay.
Middle's fine. Green.
From darkness, sirens come forth.
'Tis I, Azshara, the Lord of Light. 'Tis I, 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 the Lord of Light. '
the power from these ancient wars. Rattle the chains that bind him.
Stars, save us. Azshara is drawing upon the heart of Azeroth, feeding its energies into her ritual.
You've only just come to this realization. First Arcanist indeed.
All right, I got her.
Champions, see the truth now.
Let's get Haley up, please.
Every move you
Taking her to green.
has been according to my will. That lumbering dwarf believed you could.
Green is priority target. Remember, if you have spear and green doesn't have a bubble, try to take it to the red end.
Of a sleeping titan.
As soon as you're in position. As soon as you're in position, kill swap.
Titan's heart was exactly what was needed.
Let's go.
Not to heal the world, but to shatter the prison of a
Spear.
god.
It's got to go through green. Spear's got to go through green. Yep.
Such delicious irony. The Diamond King has been made a pawn. The ritual nears completion. The Black Empire
People need to be on green.
rises, and the world awaits its true
Swap.
queen.
There will be no coronation.
Interrupt
this
those
day.
ads, guys.
Lysra, aid me.
The other one's got a bubble.
Hold her here.
Taking her there now.
You will know what it means to be trapped, Azshara.
X is a power war.
I am Azshara. I was destined to rule. No force can bind me.
Wipe this one up.
Champions, claim victory.
How disappointing.
We're going to take a 5-minute break, guys.
He was wrong. You have proven yourselves unworthy.
Don't forget to repair while you're out here.
Really quickly, the only people that should be soaking orbs during that transition phase are the 4 people marked to soak.
There are other orbs that come out right before it, though, that need to get soaked. And technically, like, other people can do it. Just don't do it if you got the do not soak orbs.
Junks, I'm changing that blue mark. Calling out the charged up ward is awkward, having blue and blue.
Okay. Yep. It's your show, man.
It's now orange. That way I can call out which one's blue.
Got it.
I'm just going to leave center as center.
We had a couple people go down to arcane detonation that that pull. That should be a pretty easy one to avoid.
Yeah. Scott, you still here? Drac, you still here? All right, let's see who's back.
Damn it, Cal, why'd you res him? I was gonna burn the body.
A Viking funeral. I like it.
As soon as Kenny and Lee get back, I'll drop a table. Okay, cool. Ken, no worries. Kenny, you here?
I'd say in this pull, let's DPS. Let's make sure we get that Hulk down before it smashes. Even one time. That'll save us a lot of soaking time.
That is correct. Drac, you here?
Yep.
All right, I want you to switch. You're not going to be with the melee camp. Just hang out with the range camp on the melee Naga over by the pillar.
All right.
Start off there. And stay with that boss. So once like Kale and I swap, or yeah, just stay there at the pillar the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
No. Follow me. So when I swap to the caster, come over to the.
All right.
Kenny, you back? All right, let me drop the table down. All right, quickly, let's eat up.
So, Jenks, what does the FEAST stand for?
Famine, Evaluator, and Snack Table.
Huh.
Leave it to the gnomes.
Yep.
Get one more check for pull. Haley, do you have any way of contacting Kenny?
Yeah, I can text or call him. What one do you want me to do?
Either one. Just find out where he's at.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Quickly eat up. Let's go get this pull in. Let me know when you're good, Kenny.
I'm good. You can start.
All right, starting timer now.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I call the cursed lovers to enter the stage. Their eyes long for one another, yet their gaze incurs calamity.
Serunus, be gone from my gaze!
There is no power
Swap.
I cannot defile.
Leave my kin, Aethanel.
Add.
Aethanel, I hope to never glance at you again.
You are mine. You've grown complacent. Allow me to liven the field.
Yep.
Aethanel, I need you. Show yourself. Where are you? My love, never leave my sight again.
There is no power I cannot defile.
Leave my kin.
Green is being drawn.
Be gone from my gaze. I cannot stop to never glance at you again.
Hulk in the middle.
Hulk. Going green.
You are mine.
We're good. She's going down.
Died at the same time. Good job.
Well done, folks. Really
You've grown
clean. I like that.
complacent. Allow me to liven the field.
I need laser focus, folks. We got to make sure phase 2 is nice and clean. Closer to green. Yep. Perfect. Keep going. Keep going. A little bit closer. Perfect. Right there is good. That's
Unworthy of greatness. Kneel before your queen.
Drag it over by the pillar.
Drac.
Going. Don't
Move.
worry.
Arcane destruction.
The quicker you move, the quicker you can be dispelled.
Oh, we're dispelling those?
Yep.
let's get Stella up as soon as he goes down.
So
Add.
clean.
Add on Moon. Everybody there. Get there.
Someone needs to be on green.
Holding till transition.
Alright, jumping on green.
Heart soon to be broken. From darkness, sirens come forth.
Very clean, folks. Very clean. I like that. Let's keep it up. This is the toughest phase right here. We need full focus right here.
Chains that bind him.
Can someone depower the middle one, please?
Stars, save us. Azshara is drawing upon the heart of Azeroth, feeding its energies into her ritual.
Not a lot. We don't need to dump all resources in there.
Just come to this realization.
Let's get back to green.
First alchemist indeed.
Couple of people will need to soak it.
Don't you,
Taking her to green.
heroes? Every move you've made has been according to my will. That lumbering dwarf believed you could save Azshara by empowering your shiny little heart. The gift of a sleeping titan.
She's got shield.
People on green.
Shields up.
Swap
A
kill.
titan's heart was exactly what
Green.
not to heal the world, but to shatter the prison of a god.
Another spear. It's got to go through green.
Such delicious irony. The Diamond King has been made a
Yeah, I felt like he was pointing at somebody else. That's what it looked like.
ritual nears completion.
Switch.
The Black Empire rises, and the
I got it.
world awaits its true queen.
There will be no coronation
Red is now
this
blue.
day. The Lysra, aid me. Together we can hold her here. Now you will know what it means to be trapped, Azshara.
I am
Keep on green, it's about to go out.
destined to rule. No force can bind
Swap
me.
kill.
Green is dead.
Champions claim victory.
Alright. Move off green. Center is black blue. Ah.
We need a spear on this guy.
Yep. She's gonna transition at 45, guys. We got to be quick with this ad.
Still waiting for that spear.
1%.
Abide weakness.
It's coming. Here it comes.
Charge red.
All right, we're phasing. Remember, hang out by the edges if we can. Range personnel. Everybody else, we need to work on this ad that's on X.
Freely upon the sand. The song of the deep rings.
Shields up.
Let's get Haley up, please. Light blooms. If you got that shield, break it.
Keep charging red.
Stay on red. I'm taking... Oh, shit. I gotta move her. To
Red
green.
is dead.
Yeah. I'm taking her to green.
Recharge it.
This one up.
I don't think you can recharge him.
You
That
can.
one's a break.
Okay.
Okay.
Should be able to.
There's a minimum amount you need to get to.
Keep working on that out on red. Nobody should be on the balls.
Green is now blue.
Taking her back to
Go center.
swap.
You caught me off guard.
So is the console extra action button, or is it clickable? Because I was hovering over it, waiting for it to click on it, but it wasn't.
Okay, so there was no click.
On, I couldn't tell if there was
I
with my
thought
mouse.
Cell said it was an extra action button.
Okay, I didn't know. I was waiting for my mouse to highlight it, but it wasn't doing.
Friend of the Grummels.
So I had an ad come up and just hit me in the face and I died. I don't know why.
That was the second ad.
I heard somebody else talk. What were you talking to the raid, or I don't know who it was, or if it was just background noise?
For the transition into from phase 3 to phase 4, so what's the ideal scenario look like? Because it feels like it's always been a bad transition for us.
Yeah, the transition is definitely flaky.
We gotta
what's
break
supposed to
the
happen?
shields faster. The problem is we're not breaking the shields. We lose tons of DPS time on the ads.
So I need everybody to understand this, okay? You have to be 100% lasered in on the ads, and if they have the shield up, both of them, not just one. All right. So always the green, the Titan console ad is always going to be first. All right. If you have spear, listen up. If you have spear and the green ad does not have a bubble, look at the red ad or the orange ad, whatever side that second ad is going to be on. If they have a bubble, clear it. You'll never know if we need it. If we transition right away, at least we don't have to deal with the bubble. Okay. So those are your options. Your first look is at green. If Your second look is at X or orange. Your third look, if X or orange don't have a bubble, your third look is the edge of the platform. All right. So when you get spear, that's your rotation. Green, no bubble. Okay, let me look at X. Or orange, no bubble. Okay, I'm taking the spear to the edge. But that's the pecking order. That's what needs to happen every single time. Every spear should be aimed to be knocking off a bubble every time it's up. It shouldn't be, hey, let me just take this to the edge. It doesn't matter which ad it is. But there is a priority. Again, green is the first priority. X or orange is second priority. And if there's no bubbles at all, take it to the edge. That's what we're doing. Yeah, Kale, you and I, we're going to have to do a better job with positioning. So as soon as it pops up, Kale, take the ad to Moon or Purple, wherever it needs to go. When you have the ad in place, then go ahead and swap, because I'll already have enough stacks where we need to swap at that point anyways.
See, I want to clarify something with the spear. So if you get targeted by the spear, you do not have to run to the ad. Okay? The spear is going to travel in a straight line from the Myrmidon, I think they're called, through you, and then it's going to go until it either hits a wall and hit everything in between, basically. So if you're ranged, you never have to go next to an ad. You just got to make sure you line yourself up with the Myrmidon and the other ad, and it will go in a straight line between you. So range should not be running to the ads. You don't have to be on wards or anything like that. Does that make sense? Anybody have questions on how that works?
So you don't have to be on the other side. You just have to be within
Correct.
Side of it.
It will go through
you.
you.
If the ad's here at Moon, all you gotta do is stand right here.
It'll go through you without killing you?
Yep. It hits you regardless. You just want to make sure it's not hitting the pillars or the console. That will stop it, and it will do a ton of AoE damage. So that's why we're trying to tank them on the either like Moon or Diamond, so that they're in line of sight of the two ads, the caster ads that spawn.
Okay, Scott, I know Drac was unaware of the dispel, but now he knows. As far as dispels in general, is that going okay? Is that whole system working out okay?
Yeah, I just probably clean up just a little bit. Some people are not LOSing as well as they can, but
all right, everybody heard it straight from the person that's dispelling you. Get into the correct position for line of sight, and beeline it. Do not wait. As soon as you get burst, Scott is already beelining to the X pillar. He's running over there to get ready to dispel you. Please do not make him wait. Everything's got to be done in a timely fashion.
And it is the X pillar, so that one specifically. Yep. So make sure you run that pillar.
Again, do not wait. As soon as you know you got the debuff, beeline it to X pillar. Scott will meet you there, Kyla, and he will dispel you. All right, so do not wait. Other than that, okay, so ideally, Drac, you were asking, well, ideally what's supposed to happen is that both Nagas are supposed to be down before she hits 45%. If both Nagas go down, she's going to phase anyways. But if both the Nagas are still up, she will phase at 45%. Does that make sense? So it's a madhouse if both the Nagas are still up, you know? So things are just go really, really crazy, and it's just a hot mess. So that's why spears are super important, that we keep 100% uptime as far as making sure the bubbles are down as fast as humanly possible, so we can DPS these ads. Make sure we're interrupting those Nagas as well on the wards. Okay, but that's the ideal situation, is that we make her transition, not that she transitions when she hits 45% damage or HP. Excuse me.
So, do we want to keep hitting her while their bubbles are up then?
Yeah,
we want to stop DPS on her.
Ideally,
you want her to get low because we don't want her at 50% when we go into phase 3 or 55 or something.
Yeah,
it just makes, or phase 4. It just makes that phase that much longer.
Mm-hmm. You shouldn't be targeting Azshara at all. You should be, all your DPS should be going into the ads. Of course, there's going to be some cleave damage and splash damage. That's okay. That's the whole point of keeping Azshara on the wards. But you should not.
So even with their bubble up, just target ads and cleave Azshara.
When the bubble's up on the ones on the wards, I've been targeting the Myrmidon until they get speared and the bubble comes down. Then I switch back to them.
Okay.
Yeah, we just don't want everybody focusing the Myrmidon. I think it's as long as we're breaking the bubbles in a reasonable time frame, we're not wasting spears, then we can put damage into Azshara, because you need to bring her down too.
It won't be a problem as long as we clear the bubbles.
Correct.
Yep.
That's the whole point of phase 3. All right, let me do a ready check for pull.
And please charge up wards. Deaths are being caused by that.
And that's everybody, right? There's no one who shouldn't be charging wards.
No, the only two that are
Yeah,
half exempt
'cause
is the tanks.
Several
If a ward
people
goes
with
down, there
zero
is a
stacks.
massive AoE damage that hits everyone.
Yeah, Kale and I will be stepping in if it's an extreme emergency. But for the most part, as long as we keep everybody up, the problem, Tano, is that people are going down. So your numbers are going down for people to soak. That's why I said it's very important, guys. You need laser focus. Fat Boss said it. A million other people said it. This fight in particular is unnecessarily has too many mechanics to deal with on normal and heroic. So that's why it's very important that we need to make sure everybody's up, because the wards are just as important. Okay. All right. Everyone's ready?
It's fine for more than one person to be on them at the same time, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Just watch your personal stacks. That's it. All right, here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I call the cursed lovers to enter the stage.
The DPS between both ads was perfect last pull. Let's keep that up.
Yet their gaze incurs calamity. Serranus, be gone from my gaze! There is no power I cannot defile.
Get ready for the Hawk.
Leave my ken,
Swap.
Athanel, I hope to never glance at you again.
You are mine. You've grown complacent. Allow me to liven the field.
Swap.
Athanel, I need you. Show yourself.
Let's get Amy up, please. Gotta dodge those orbs, folks. Keep it clean. Swap.
There is no power I cannot defile.
I hope to never glance at you again.
Keep dodging. Keep dodging. Get to the Hawk. Quickly, stop him.
You are mine.
Alright, do some ward charging.
Bubble.
Get him out. Get him out.
You've grown complacent. Allow me to
Watch for the degrees.
field.
Add.
Adds.
Another heart soon to be broken. Kneel before your queen.
Get ready for detonation. Use the console to lens.
Green after detonation. Alright, it's good.
I cannot abide weakness.
Big ad, come from moon. Everybody switch.
Another heart soon to be broken.
Nicely done. Let's phaser.
From darkness, sirens come forth.
Kale, you keep her. Let me grab the ad, because I can grip him.
Power from these ancient wards. Rattle the chains that bind him.
Stars, save us. Azshara is drawing upon the heart
There's
of
my
Azeroth,
purple ring.
feeding its energies into her ritual.
You've only just come to this realization. First,
There you are. Stop moving.
Indeed.
Champions,
You see the truth
stop her!
now, don't you, heroes? Every move you've made has been according to my will. That lumbering dwarf believed you could save Azeroth by empowering your shining little heart. The gift
Shields up.
of a sleeping titan.
On green.
Yes. A titan's heart was exactly what was
He hasn't casted anything yet.
not to heal the world, but to shatter the prison of a god.
There's spear. Make sure it goes through green.
Irony. The diamond king
Better.
has been made.
It missed.
Fills up.
It missed.
How?
Green, someone
Don't
so
see
green.
where I'm at.
Completion. The Black Empire.
Get the next
Second spear, second spear.
Keep it going, keep it going. Get the next.
True queen.
Red is now
There
blue.
will be no coronation this day. The Lysra, aid me. Together we can hold her here. Now you will know what it means to be trapped, Azshara.
I am
Arcane detonation.
I was
Get ready to swap, Cal.
rule. No force can bind
Swap.
me.
Good job.
Okay.
Champions, claim victory.
Okay, same thing. We're just gonna have to soak up the
Spear.
power ward.
Blue is now middle.
Perfect. Line of sight and get dispelled. Good pace, guys. Good pace. Good pace. Keep it up.
Switch after ad goes down.
She's
All right.
Switch.
Lover's heart
other ad.
Got it.
asunder. Devoted blood spilled freely upon
Keeping her on
the
X.
sand.
Green is running a little low.
The song of the deep rings.
Let's work on get these murmur downs.
Forth.
Still throwing spears.
Don't forget about the console, guys.
Charge X.
Myrmidon's down.
Okay, grab her. All right. Okay.
You can charge X.
Yep.
Taking
Charge
out
X.
a charge.
Take her to green. Take her to green.
X is dead.
Ah, shit.
Green is blue.
Green, yeah. Go to blue. Orange. Keep going, Kale. Keep going.
Why not just go middle?
You cool
Yeah,
down?
yeah, middle. Sorry.
You caught me off guard. Fair enough. But you almost trapped Taylor's eye. This
If you don't have stacks,
is
recharge red.
for any of us.
It's almost recharged. Blue is now middle.
CCB.
The hunger with which you pursue your desires. Kneel before me, and I will bestow talents beyond your wildest imagination. Refuse, and be crushed beneath the
CCB.
All right.
titans.
No, we're good. This is pretty much a wipe.
Choose your fate.
Everybody that's still alive, take a look at these big orbs that are just hanging around. All right. So that's why it's very important when we get ready to transition. We need to keep these void circles towards the edge. That way, Kale and I, we're not running through a maze trying to reposition Azshara as we need to. So, great job. Phase 1 and 3, picture perfect. That was an awesome pull. Now, you just got to get it into your head. When we transition into Phase 4, range personnel, you got to be ready. Get on the edge. Get on the edge of the platform because those void circles are coming out immediately. We got to make sure that we have, Kale and I have a path to travel. Not just Kale and I, everybody. We have a path to travel to all the wards and the Titan console.
Yeah, I think the issue was how much you guys had to move across the platform there.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was only one in the middle and the other three were on the edge. Now, Beacon still comes from Azshara, doesn't it, in that phase? But it's multiple people.
Well, no, it was I guess more.
Yeah,
for,
no, it's multiple people, and you have to be spread out. If you're close, you guys start racing each other, so you'll move faster than normal.
Yeah, but they're
if
saying
you're
that it's not Azshara. They're saying it's more like phase 1. Is that what you guys are saying?
There's a thing right here. Like when we started moving her from over here, I came around to this side, and as soon as I came around the console, that console that was right here. The ad was, and it turned me into a Naga.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Dungeon General says beckon players at a random to walk towards a rune on the floor. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's ugly.
So it changes. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no getting away from it, because my thing said beckon. I hit my disengage, didn't even.
It does give you a few second warning.
It does. That's why I disengage.
Junks, I think what was really messy there was when you guys suddenly had to move. So what's the plan as far as moving?
Okay,
Do you
so
think going into 4, like what do we want that to look like?
so since we're ending on X, I don't know, Tide. I'm actually thinking that we start on the X ad. That way, we finish on green.
No, because it's X or orange. Remember, it's not always X. So then,
Okay,
if you want to do that, but we
I
have to
understand,
reposition
yeah.
everything according to that.
Well, we're doing X or orange first instead of green. We're still keeping the ads in the same place, everything. We're just doing it backwards. That's all. That way, when we finish the ads, Azshara's are going to be on green, and then we can start working the Titan console from there. You see what I'm saying?
Sure. One thing to keep in mind is range players drop those orbs. We don't want those on the console. So if they're standing by the console, they will be dropping them around the console.
Okay.
Another
Yeah. No. All right. So then let's keep it the way we were doing it then. So basically, everybody listen up. All Kale and I are doing when Phase 4 goes out, Kale and I are trying to find which ward has the most energy. Tano is gonna try for the life of him to try to get people to soak, but it's just gonna be too much. There's too much shit going on in Phase 4 for us to effectively soak everything and zap everything and make everything picture.
No, yeah, I get that.
I'm just trying to keep things alive. That's what's
key-
tilting me.
Yeah, the key is you might not start at the highest one, but you need to drain it down to the point that you can still move her without her.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
I was still talking, so I understand what you were saying. What again? Like I was saying, Kale and I, we are just dragging her to which ward has the most energy. I will try to call it out which one does. Yes, we are draining most likely if we're not changing the order of the ads. Azshara is going to be on X. Okay. If I deem that X is okay for us to continue to soak for a little while, then we're going to stay there. Okay. Then we're going to go to basically from X, we're going to go to whichever ward has the next most energy for us to work with, to buy us some time where we're not having to worry about soaking too much. So it's not going to be a pinpoint location. It's going to change every time depending on what ward she swaps and which wards have the most energy. But basically, everybody should understand that we'll probably work on X first. Then once X gets low, we are moving to the next ward that has the highest amount of energy. Is that good? Everybody got it?
That
Sounds
works.
good.
So it's not going to be pinpoint. So everybody needs to be on their cross their T's and dots their I's and make sure that they get to that ward that has the most energy quickly. Don't rely on me calling out. I might miss it, but that's the answer. Find the one that has the most energy. That's the one we'll be going to. All right, check for pull.
And I'm guessing apparently you got to be dead nut with those spears, because I don't know if you saw where I was standing when that one threw, but
No, Boral had the same thing happen to him. He was standing right in front of him, but for some reason the spear went to somebody else. I don't know. I was watching Boral when he went through that.
Yeah, it's not very wide. You got to make sure you're in a good line.
Okay, everyone's ready. We're doing good, guys. But we're on good pace. We're making really good progress on phase 4. We're starting to see more and more of it. Let's keep getting back there and do the things we need to do to get the sucker down. All right, let me start the countdown.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I call the cursed lovers to enter the stage. Their eyes long for one another, yet their gaze incurs calamity.
Tyrannus, be gone from my gaze!
Man, he loves you, Drac.
He does.
There is no power I cannot defile.
Swap.
Add.
Nicely done. Good stun. He's going to X. Get there.
You are mine.
Dodge orbs, guys. Dodge orbs. It's incoming.
You've grown complacent.
Swap.
Allow me to liven the field.
Aethanel, I need you! Show yourself!
Swap.
There is no power I cannot
ready for orbs.
defile.
Orange is being drained.
Next Hulk is incoming. Get ready.
Oh.
Melee down.
I cannot
wrap
stand
him
to
up.
look at you, Tyrannus!
You are mine.
Nicely done, folks. Nicely done. right, Green Ward's your new best friend.
Unworthy of greatness. Another heart soon to be broken. Kneel before your queen.
Get ready for detonation. Use the Titan console.
Chain destruction.
Someone soak green. Good job.
Big ad.
Get there. It's coming in front of me, the front.
Another heart soon to be broken.
I'll hold her for intermission, Kale, and then you grab her.
Sirens, come forth! Coax the power from these ancient wards. Rattle the chains that bind him.
Stars, save us. Azshara is drawing upon the heart of Azeroth, feeding its energy.
You can still
to the
attack, man.
ritual.
You've only just come to this realization. First Arcanist indeed. You see the truth now, don't you, heroes? Every move you've made has been according to my will. That lumbering dwarf believed you could save Azeroth by empowering your shining little heart. The gift of a sleeping titan.
Shields up. Shield up on green.
A titan's
No cast yet.
heart was exactly what was needed. Not to heal the world.
Switch on.
Someone charged green.
Enter the prison of a god.
Switch.
Such
Here comes the spear.
delicious irony. The diamond cave
Quickly, let's get her
Watch your
down.
stack.
made upon. The ritual nears
We need the spear out on the other side, guys.
Empire rises.
I can't break that shield
and
now.
the world awaits its true queen.
There will be no coronation this day. Delisra, aid me. Together we can hold her here. Now you will know what it means to be trapped, Azshara.
Swap.
I am
Line of sight.
Arcane detonate.
I was destined to rule. No force can bind me.
I got the, remember
Keep
that.
that shield broken.
Champions, claim victory.
Should have a good, get there.
Shields down.
Alright, she's at 47%. Let's quickly work on that ad. Let's get some good cleave here. %, quickly.
Crystalline protection.
Dead.
Lover's heart.
Myrmidons.
Split.
4 seconds.
Pulling her to the far one.
Okay.
Devoted blood.
Remember,
spilled
edges,
freely
range personnel,
upon
use the
sand.
edges.
The soul of the deep
Kill, you keep her,
rings
your stack's drop.
Call him forth.
I'm getting nothing on this console. I got it now.
Let's get these Myrmidons down. Nicely done, on the
Two.
show.
I'll get number 3.
Dodge. Red beam.
Number 3.
No, 3, just let it time out.
Now blue. Someone charge X.
Yeah, we need to go to the middle. I got her.
Good job on X.
You caught me off guard. Fair enough. But you mistrust
Junks, go to red.
I. This may not be the end.
Taking her to red.
For any
Everybody follow.
Someone charge middle.
Okay, we've done 3. Yeah.
Blue is now middle. Don't go on middle.
lust for power, the hunger with which you pursue your desires.
In range, you should be on the edge of the nether portal.
I will bestow talents
What?
beyond your wildest imagination. Refuse and be crushed beneath the tides.
Nicely
Second
done.
pots.
Nice done. Yep, second pots. Keep it focused, folks. Dodge the red
There's-
line.
The void's been to my
Let's get Cell up as soon as he goes down.
Middle.
Oh, see, she's overloading.
Charge
that
middle.
thing.
Yeah, okay, the console is building up again, so it's need control. I didn't realize
Chunk.
it would do it once we released it the first.
Seems you okay.
There's 1 release.
Junks, go back to middle.
Middle. Kale's got him.
Go down to green. Charge green. It's about to blow
Our
up.
range, get to the outside.
I got her.
Gaze upon my beauty and
Going to orange.
despair.
About to overload.
Don't go orange. Orange is still dead.
Nizar, let your wrath fall upon them.
See if I can take it to X.
The void
Yeah, X is the best bet.
I will.
Go middle. Go middle.
You gotta be red. If you want to use it.
Yeah,
Pop
get
B
anybody up.
reses.
How disappointing. Corrupted hearts, heed my call.
So close.
He was
That's good.
wrong.
Made good progress.
You
I like that.
have proven yourselves
Yeah, that was just
unworthy.
a console thing right there.
Yeah, the console took out like 4 of us at once.
Okay, all right. So did we lock down on what's going on with this console?
Yeah, I just didn't do it again. I didn't know it kept recharging, so I'll have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, when she casts overload, she like resets the charges. I don't know if she adds them one at a time or so many, but I saw her turn and cast.
Yeah. Okay, so it sounds like what I'm getting is it starts with 4. We take away the charges. She casts overload and it resets all the charges.
I don't know if it resets them all or only adds a couple.
It looked like all of them because whenever she
reset
did
them.
overload again, it did all.
Honestly, as long as the raid is somewhat healthy, it doesn't look like it hits that hard when you hit them. I was hitting them back to back and it didn't. It barely bumped the raid.
Yeah, it wasn't too terrible, but when they all go at the same time, it hurt.
Yeah, I think there's probably a mechanic if you let them expire that they do more damage. It seems. I did notice the charm moves around in that last phase, not in a set place. I was at the outside, and then it was at the outside.
It's almost as if you just keep moving.
Yeah, I just have to look for it.
How do you know where the eye is going to pop up? Is there any warning?
Red
can
on the
see
floor.
it.
Red on the floor. Just look at the floor. It's irrelevant. Don't look at like the tentacle. You have to look up at the side. The red, the beam will mark as a red patch on the floor. It's a red line.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The eye was a very bad example, but just like, yeah, Tide nailed it. It's just a red line going through.
Yep, you got a few seconds to move, and then it shoots the beam after that.
All right, check for pull. We're right there, folks. What did we get her to? 8.5%. That was a great job. Just keep it up. She's going down.
All right, I'm good.
All right, everyone's ready. Starting the timer now.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. I call the cursed lovers to enter the stage. Their eyes long for one another, yet their gaze incurs calamity.
Tano, great job with guiding me and Kale. That was awesome. Keep it up.
Yeah, just keep alert. It will be quick.
Mm-hmm.
There is no power I cannot defile.
I thought I was out of that.
Let's get him up. Hulk's up. Swap.
Leave my ken, Aethanel. Aethanel, I hope to never glance at you again.
Next Hulk, guys, use a long stun. Don't use weak stuns on it. You only get one.
Yeah, Hyper should be going first with his.
He should be the only one then.
Yeah.
Because we're doing really short stuns on that.
You've grown complacent. Allow me to liven
Soak him
the
up.
field.
Kale, wait till the. All right, never mind.
Aethanel, I need you.
Swap.
Show yourself.
There's a lot of orbs going out when we swap at that point, so I wanted to wait until that's done to minimize the traffic.
There is no power I cannot defile.
Hulk.
I cannot stand to look at
Really
you,
knock us down.
Serranus, be gone from my gaze.
Oh, sorry, Kale. I thought you had 3.
Good job on all.
Keep dodging, keep dodging.
You are
Wipe it up.
mine.
Stand in these puddles. Okay, Kale, did that make sense, what I was saying?
Yes.
So that one particular swap we do, the swirlies are going out at the same time. So I want us to wait until the swirlies are done, then we can swap. That way we can minimize us hitting in there. Us hitting the swirlies. That goes for everyone else. Everyone died in phase 1, I think, to those swirlies. So we need to make sure we're keeping a close eye and move as fast as possible out of those zones. Tables down.
Hey, nice.
Nice.
Good job with the thing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Check for pull. All right, everyone's ready. Here we go.
Fort.
5, 4, 3,
South.
2,
Thank you.
1. I call the cursed lovers to enter the stage. Their eyes long for one another, Their gaze incurs calamity.
Serunus, be gone from my gaze!
Keep dodging, keep dodging.
There is no power I cannot defy.
Swap.
Leave my ken, Aethanel! Aethanel, I hope to never glance at you again!
Get on this Hulk.
You are mine.
Keep dodging. Stay alive.
Go bubble up.
On the bubble. Get him out quickly.
You've grown complacent. Allow me to liven
Swap.
the field.
Just keep it clean, folks. Don't get lazy on me.
Aethanel, I need you! Show yourself!
Swap.
There is no power I
Hulk
cannot
incoming in
defile.
5.
Dodge, dodge. On the Hulk. Nicely done. Let's wrap him up.
You are mine.
Alright, both are down. Nicely done. Let's get Cell up as soon as he goes down.
You've grown complacent. Allow me to liven the field.
New boss for Cell, please.
If you don't have debuffs, you should be soaking there if you can.
Wrap up the last head.
Another heart soon to be broken. Kneel
Dispel me.
before your queen.
Someone charge green.
The merest taste of my
Detonation.
power.
Someone get rid of blue. It's 2 charge. Good job off blue.
Add on boss.
Another heart soon to be broken. From darkness, sirens come forth. Coax the power from these ancient wards. Rattle the chains that bind him.
All right, so you're just gonna keep it, right, Kel?
Azshara is drawing upon the heart of Azeroth, feeding its energies into her ritual.
You've only just come to this realization. First Arcanist indeed.
Champions,
You see the truth now, don't you, heroes?
All right, back to business,
Every
folks.
move you've made has been according to my will. That lumbering
Don't forget about the pecking order with the
Save
spears.
Azeroth
Don't forget
by
about the X-Ad.
empowering your shining little heart. The gift of a sleeping titan.
Shield up on green.
Myrmidon's in position.
Yes. A titan's heart was exactly what was needed. Not to heal the world, but to shatter the prison of a god.
Swap, Kel.
Such delicious irony. The Diamond King has been made
Shield down.
a pawn. The ritual nears completion. The Black Empire rises.
Dig in, dig in.
And the world awaits
Spear on red.
its
Take the spear to red ad.
queen.
Red ad.
Get away from this.
There will be no
It's blue.
coronation this day. The Lysra, aid me. Together
Taking a
we
shower
can
to red.
hold her here. Now you will know what it means to be trapped, Azshara.
Line of sight.
I am Azshara. I was destined to rule.
I'll take her after detonate.
Find me.
Okay.
Someone charge mid.
Champions, claim victory.
The Myrmidon's doing the spear. I gotta reposition him.
Get away from mid.
All right, he's in position.
I cannot abide weakness.
Let's get set up, please.
Crystalline protection.
She's down.
Lovers' hearts.
Work on the Myrmidon.
Split
We got two of them.
asunder.
Keep her, Kel.
Devoted blood spilled freely upon
Taking her
the
across
sand.
country.
The song of the deep rings to call him forth.
Overloading.
Two
One
healers
needs-
down, folks.
One needs charged.
I'll call. Orange. Move to middle. Charge
Tell
middle.
me- Tell me when, Kel.
You caught me off guard. Fair enough. But you
Overload.
are as trapped here as I. This need not be the end for any of us.
Move green.
Get that console dealt with.
Your lust for power.
Yep, there's three charges. So.
With which you pursue your desires.
Move red.
Come before me, and I will bestow talents beyond your wildest
Someone charge red.
imagination.
Jumping in red.
Refuse And be crushed beneath the tides. Choose your fate. I can't abide weakness.
Haley, as soon as the reds comes up, get up. Get Scott up, please.
Middle just died. Don't know how.
Heroes.
Head to green.
Yep, wipe it up. We got too many down.
How disappointing.
All right, we're gonna take a 5, guys.
We really need to make sure we're not dying, because people are going to be dying in third phase because of the overload ability after their haste buff expires. It'd be really nice to be able to get them back up afterwards.
You
Mhm.
like? May your feet find
Yeah.
good trails.
Drax's right. I can't reiterate the importance of getting through the first 3 phases as clean as possible.
Yeah, exactly what Cell's saying. Like, needs to be a group effort.
Yeah, a good time to soak if you haven't, and you don't have any debuffs, is transitions. As long as you don't have to be standing on an orb or stacking with somebody, you can soak on a ward.
Baby.
All right, let's see who's back. Drac and Necro.
Yeah.
What up?
I want both of you guys to switch on phase 1. So Drac, you stay with the melee camp. Necro, you come over to the melee Naga.
All right.
Scott, you back? All right, let me put a table down.
That is not 5 minutes. It feels so short. So, Mintel are noticing one thing so far. I don't think the healers can get targeted by Beckett. So I know we can stand pretty much in the center for the first phase. If anyone's not, any of us are not doing that, that way you're not too far from everyone.
Looks like it might only be ranged DPS that gets targeted then.
So what happens if you have 0 range DPS?
Tanks.
And you need some.
Yeah, then it becomes random. I bet there's what the mechanic is.
Well, let's play it safe then.
Yeah, I don't. Has a healer ever got beckoned? We would probably have had that happen
Yeah,
by now.
not
I've
that
gotten
we can
beckoned every pull.
I don't think so, because I don't even know what it is, and I've been in the middle of the phase.
Yeah, so I don't think it targets healers then.
All right, folks, we're on the last push here. Again, I'm going to reiterate before we took the break. 1, 2, and 3 phases need to be absolutely picture perfect. We need those reses for phase 3. Oh, excuse me, phase 4. So let's make sure we got 45 minutes left. Let's make sure we get some solid pulls in. Let's make sure that we handle the mechanics correctly, the right way, for phase 1, 2, and 3. I want when we transition to phase 4, ideally, I would like for all of us to be alive with the full suite of reses available as well. So let's focus on making that happen. Don't worry about phase 4. Just focus one phase at a time. Do your responsibilities, do your duties. Make sure that you do everything correctly to stay alive for the next phase. Just work out it one phase at a time. Let's do a check for pull.
Remember, everyone check your flasks.
Mm-hmm. All right, everyone's ready. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I call the cursed lovers to enter the stage. Their eyes long for one another, yet their gaze incurs calamity.
Serranus, be gone from my gaze!
Stay fleet-footed.
There is no power I cannot defile.
So up.
Is that everything you
The whole-
have?
Leave my ken, Ahmed! I hope to never glance at you again!
You are mine. grown complacent. Allow me to liven the
Swap.
field.
Ethanel, I need you. Show yourself.
Where are you? My love, never leave my sight again. I've lost you, Serranus. Return to me.
Swap.
There is no power I cannot defile.
To never glance at you again.
Hulk.
Hog.
Leave my
You are
ken, Ethanel.
mine.
If you got time, charge up orange.
Complacent. Allow me to liven the field.
Good job.
Remember, the middle's active now.
How disappointing. Kneel before your queen.
Detonation in 5.
Arcane destruction.
Big ad in 5.
How disappointing.
Come on, boss.
Needing green charge.
Another heart soon to be broken. From darkness, sirens come forth. Coax the
Ready for
power
transition?
from these ancient wards. Rattle the chains that bind him.
Lower blue if someone can.
Stars, save us. Azshara is drawing upon the heart of Azeroth, feeding its energies into her ritual.
You've only just come to this realization.
If you don't have stacks, can you do green?
You see the truth now, don't you, heroes?
It's just L with 0 stacks.
Every has been according to my will.
Other side, John.
The lumbering dwarf believed you could
Thank you.
save Azeroth by empowering your shiny little heart.
Shield up.
The gift of a sleeping titan.
On green.
Naga's in position.
Yes. A titan's heart was exactly what was needed. Not to heal the world, but to shatter
Swap kill.
the prison of a god. Such delicious irony. The
Shield down.
Diamond King has been made a pawn. The ritual nears completion. The Black Empire rises, and the world awaits its true queen.
Orange is now blue.
There will be no coronation this day. The
Taking her there. Swap kill.
Shield up.
we can hold her here.
I got the murmur down. Take her to
Now you will know
to
what it
orange.
means to be trapped, Azshara.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Keep it going.
Line of sight, line of sight.
If you don't have stacks, you can charge up green.
Champions, claim victory.
Necro, Haley, Drac, Clay, Boral.
Moo, take care of Clay
That's
too,
good.
please. I have too many stacks, I'll die.
Swap.
Green's good. Work on Myrmidon.
Alright, transition.
Got a murmur done, going after healer.
Keeping her on orange for now.
Devoted blood spilled freely upon the sand.
Chunks, move to the other side. Move to red.
The deep rings to call him forth.
Did you want Lee up?
Yeah, get Lee up.
Charge red, someone.
Hyperion, use all your cooldown.
Chunks, move.
Where?
Middle. Center.
Got it.
Okay.
Move.
Sorry, you cut off from me, Tano.
You caught me off guard.
She's overloading.
But you
I
used
got
your
it.
tears. This need not be the end for any of us.
Chunks, move orange.
Your dreams, your lust for power, the hunger with which you pursue your desires.
Just tell me when to kill.
Kneel before me.
Charge orange,
I will
some.
bestow talents beyond your wildest imagination.
Chunksy, 2 colors to blue.
The fuse.
Kale's got it. Bring her back to orange.
So I don't know who's got hook.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Choose your fate.
Or do you want stacks going?
The voids bend to my will.
Just any line of sight.
Go center.
Second
She's
positive, yeah,
reversed.
use it.
Overload up.
Yeah, I just got us.
Dragon Clay,
Charge stand.
use all your cooldown.
Go green. Charge green.
Res Boral, please. Fogata.
Gaze upon my beauty and
Back in, Kenny.
despair.
I'm going down in 5.
That's alright, dude. Go ahead. Burner. Burner, let's go.
Let your wrath fall
Pump it,
upon
pump it.
them.
Personals.
Releasing.
The voids bend to my will.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Moving.
Unworthy of greatness.
Or at least one more on the console.
Just burn it. Nice.
Amazing, you guys.
Ooh, doggy. That is not an easy fight. Wow.
Not at all.
Once again, your empire crumbles, Azshara.
What were you saying, Portal? What happened?
Disappointed by this failure.
So did I.
You wanted us divided.
Thank
Fighting each
you.
other kept us distracted from the true threat.
Azshara wasn't the
I mean,
only
I
one
get
that
that's one thing we brought up. I mean, I assumed
sooner.
you should be resible if you get the
relax your guard.
debuff, but all right, I
Something
guess we know
here
now.
is stirring.
Reload UI.
Yeah. What about a reload?
Ooh.
Oh, cutscene.
My cutscene didn't work.
You're missing a good one, Dana. This is juicy stuff, Dana. Oof. It literally is. This is awesome.
I've got a boner.
Fuck it, I've got it up on YouTube. I can now watch it.
Oh, you're gonna like this one, Dana. This is big business. Big business now.
Plus, I think someone's live streaming, so you
I'm
can
watching
check that too.
Oh, I'm just watching it now and I've got it up,
shit.
don't worry. Okay, Lorthmar looks epic.
She gone.
No. What?
What the?
Yep.
Everything we talked about 10 out,
Oh.
I already knew was going to happen.
We're going to Middle Earth to fight Sauron.
Kind of would have been funny if that big fish came and just ate her.
All right, Dana. Let me know when let
What?
me know when you're done watching.
What?
Oh my god.
He's done watching.
What?
Okay. First and foremost, guys, seriously, give yourselves a pat on the back. That was not an easy encounter. That was chock full of all kinds of shit, extra shit for us to do, and we executed it to a T. So seriously, give yourselves a pat on the back. That was awesome. Second, we are going to start. We're going to call it a night right now, but we are going to start heroic tomorrow. So get ready for that. What I can tell you are the heroic changes on bosses 1 through 7 are very minimal. And in one instance with the third boss, there's no changes at all, just all numerical stuff. So just be ready for tomorrow because it's going to be a fun day as far as starting heroic goes. Otherwise, again, awesome job, guys. That is, I mean, seriously, I'm amazed that we were able to do that in one night. That was awesome. That was freaking awesome. So give yourselves a pat on the back, and let's get ready for some real work tomorrow.
Now the real question: how do we get out of here?
What?
Yeah, it's portals.
Don't get portal started on his portals.
Let's play Mage Roulette.
Yeah, portal roulette over here. The trick is you got to click on it right away before he gets another one up.
Nope, not going to Theramore.
Was that Northern? Yeah, that little one's Northern.
Theramore, Northrend. I've yet to see Borella.
I'm waiting till it's done. But still. What?
You know what's going to be the final raid of the expansion.
I think Necro called it Middle Earth.
Middle Earth.
Yep. We're going to the Shire. I want to find Frodo.
I have to defeat the Eye of Sauron.
Maybe they'll come out with an Area 51 raid.
Yeah, maybe that's the next expansion.
That'd be awesome.
I got Borellis.
Do you think Blizzard would have Running of the Gnomes around September 20th?
No, Running of the Gnomes is specifically on the 12th. of October.
Oh, but Brewfest starts on the 20th. Seems fitting.
I stand by my earlier statement. What?
Yeah, sure. It's
So
not dead yet.
many what's.
To honor one's ancestors is a
That's a really bad Little John impression.
One must always remember to honor the elements.
Who? I don't have a fucking clue who that is.
Yeah, you do.
You know.
How is it?
No, I
only
legit
I do
don't.
not know who Little John is.
I legit have no fucking clue who that is.
Super old.
How does it
Well, you're
only
not
have
missing anything, Tano.
8
You're really
of
not.
the reliquaries.
Yeah, I'm fucking stuck
That's
at 8.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
at 8 as well.
Yeah,
I'm like,
same.
no! I
And then
need
it's
that.
capped.
I need that one.
I think normal's capped at 8, I would bet, for a week.
And the worst part is that condensed life force is what I need for my neck. Like, that is the best.
Priscilla Ashbane spoke
It's
once.
best
Fucking
for
one.
us too. But you gotta get 27 to get rank 3.
Kept us distracted.
So heroic's gonna give us a lot more.
We have no hope.
I hope so. God.
We may have found common cause here in Azshara, but the battle still rages beyond these waters. So long as Sylvanas holds Orgrimmar, there can be no lasting peace.
The war needs to end, Lorthamar. You know this to be true.
I had hoped that reason would prevail, but the time has come to finish this. I will tell my people what transpired here, of how Azshara fell because we stood together, of the threat rising from the depths, and all that is at stake if we should fail. Then I will take my place beside Sarfang and Thrall, and pray that the Sindori stand with me.
This humble farseer greets you.
And it looks like my future prediction of the next War Chief of the Horde is actually going to be true.
Trollback.
What was your
No,
prediction?
Lorthamar.
Ah, nice.
Have anything
Yep.
ancient to trade? Needs to be at least.
Because right from the start of BFA, Lorthamar has had one thing different to everyone else.
Business.
He's never chosen a side. He's always had one thing of reason, and that's what will reunite back the Horde, including the Forsaken.
I still think they're gonna go with the obvious choice of Sourfang.
I highly doubt that.
I don't know. They are pretty predictable.
No, I think Thrall's Green Jesus is done. Let's go. Let him retire.
He's done.
Green cheese.
Let him die.
Look, whatever his
Where's
name's already
Thrall?
left. Whatever his name already left the company, so Green Jesus can go in peace.
No, he's still employed as a voice actor.
Yeah, but he's not in charge of the decisions, so.
Yeah, he left Decision Charge, which is kind of a good thing because everyone saw how WOD went.
Although, you may actually be right, Tano, because if you think about it, Orcs had it first, then Trolls, now Forsaken. So the only thing left is Blood Elves.
Yeah, see, people
Blood elves, yeah.
people will look at, oh, Bane will get it. Bane is too goody-goody. He won't get the warmongering side of the Horde.